Hello and welcome to the plot. Today we're just going to do like a little bit of an overview of what's here and what some of our plans are. Altogether, it's kind of a narrow strip that adds up to be about 3.5 acres.
On the west end of the plot, there is a river. It's about 5 meters from the boundary and runs all year long. Surrounding our house and the yoga studio, we're going to plant our vegetables and herbs. In permaculture, we call this Zone 1, and it's as close to our living area as possible as it requires the most cultivation and constant attention. We started generating compost about 6 months ago. And are right now planting our first vegetable bed. In general, we really want to spend some time building up our soil before we start planting. And so right now, before we plant our vegetable bed, this is going to be some cover crop and nitrogen fixers. You'll see this year on the south and east side of the yoga studio, we have maize, cassava, and squash. We planted some giant Asiatic bamboo along the boundary, along with a few fruit trees as well. Just to the east of our house is an area where soil was removed to make bricks a few years ago. This made the land much cheaper, but also much more special for us. We're thinking just to let it stray a bit wild. We just kind of want to see what is going to happen and spend some time really observing it before we try changing it. We've already noticed that there's quite a few birds, butterflies, just insects that are starting to congregate and come back to this little haven. And so we really don't want to mess with that. We think it's probably important to bring that diversity back to this land. We're also very curious if this could be a pond as well in the future. And as we work our way east, we're going to get to Fanny's house, who is our partner in this project. So this space right here is for her. And then to our favorite place, the orchard. In permaculture, you would call this Zone 2. There are already quite a few mature mango trees already here, and a few indigenous trees as well. We've planted quite a few fruit trees since we've started this project. Those are all of those little circles.
First fig tree. This is also the 5th fruit tree we've planted.
If and when we build a chicken coop, it would probably go in this area. Across the road is our Zone 3, also known as our staple crops. Here you'll find maize, soy, and peanuts, or groundnuts. And in the future, we'd like to try to grow some more indigenous grains as well. One idea that we have is to turn a portion of this Zone 3 into a woodlot and plant some trees, which would make that Zone 4. When Chris and I were designing our house, these are actually 2 of the books that we were inspired by. The first one being Frank Lloyd Wright's Usonian Houses, Designs for Moderate Cost One-Family Homes. We loved this book, and it really served as a foundation. It's also one of Chris's favorite architects, and I'd say somebody I really have come to admire. And this book, Cape Cod Modern, Mid-Century Architecture and Community on the Outer Cape. Cape Cod is an important place to me, and Chris has also spent some time there as well, so this is a common place that we pull inspiration from. These 2 books provided a ton of inspiration for us. They focus on building small, cheap, one-family homes, and we find them pretty cozy.
Thanks for watching. We're going to be doing a lot more videos at the plot in the near future about creating healthy soil, composting, planting and growing vegetables, and just some of the other things that we're doing at the homestead to prepare it to produce food. We also are going to be doing some videos on cooking in the near future. We've been focusing in the last year on trying to cook things from scratch using local ingredients, and so we want to do some videos on some of the recipes of cooking our favorite foods from scratch. If you want a quick and simple guide to composting, there's a PDF that you can find on our Patreon page. If you like the songs in this video, both of them are from beat videos, so you can actually see the making of those songs elsewhere on this YouTube channel. They're the songs Normal and Cartographer. And if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done that. And if you want to help support our work, you can do that over on Patreon. Thanks.